Welcome.
Welcome everyone to New York City. We're walking around Queens. I'm joined by my dad, who is at the helm driving us through Kissena Boulevard. So he's welcoming all of you today here. Right now, my original plan was actually to show you Queens College. However, I did not realize that it would be completely shut down and completely closed off to the public. It used to be an open campus. I actually studied there for the first year of my college degree. It was open in 1937. I was going to show you all the cool architecture inside there, but it is unfortunately closed. So I'm a little bit bummed out that I couldn't get inside. Maybe one day I'll actually contact the college and get it inside. To go up through Ariel, this and go up, down, up Kissena Boulevard. So aloha, Laureen, nice to see you here. Welcome. George, yeah, a little bit of weak signal here. Hopefully it'll be a little bit more calmer moving through. Julian, I am indeed walking fast, quote unquote. I'm on the car right now. So yeah, I'm in the car right now with my dad. I'll point the camera towards him. So here he is.
Welcome.
He's also named Ariel, just like me. You might remember him from the live videos during the summertime.
Hello to Lorraine.
He's giving the...
Hello to Lorraine and everybody.
Laureen is tuning in as well. Aloha, Laureen. So we're passing through the neighborhood of Pomonac. And we'll show you around as we go on U-turn. Yeah. Hello, Panagiotis. Panagiotis says, greetings, Papa Ariel. Hello, Wendy, Alexandra. Alexandra says, hello, Dad, Dad Vieira. Yes, indeed. So we're doing it live, so we're improvising. If you have any questions about Kissena Boulevard, feel free to ask. It's a 4.4 mile stretch through the heart of Queens. Beautiful little houses here, nice little parks. It's also connected to the main parks of Flushing Meadows. So we're gonna see little pieces of that. We're gonna pass through Kissena Boulevard Park as well. Manolito says, your dad, keep his identity secret. He's actually the executive producer, quote unquote. Indeed. And Alexandra says, oh my God, I'm very happy. I'm so glad you are. Oscar, you missed Valentino's Pizza. Where is that? Is it a good place? You enjoy it? Queens seems so diverse. It is. So I was actually shocked. Originally, I was going to do a tour of Queens College. And in Queens College, the second biggest minority that attends the university out of the 18,000 students is mostly Asian and Pacific Islanders. So a lot of Filipinos, a lot of people from East Asia, like Chinese and Koreans as well, right? Because we're going to pass through a major Korean neighborhood soon. And we're adjacent to Fresh Meadows, which is one of bad service here. So here's Queens College. They have a very tall... Let's keep on driving, but here's the student union. They called the Jamaica constructed by C.B.J. Snyder, who designed over 600 schools here in New York City. And let's continue driving. We have some bad service here. Yeah, bad service for some reason. There we go. We're back. So here is the tallest building in the highest point in Queens. Maybe, well, when we pass views of the city. Bad service here. And let's put on Spotify. I want to put the Urbanist Coffee Break album. So if you can put it here. Right there. Okay, yeah. Hey Susan, nice to see you here. So welcome to an Urbanist Coffee Break. Let's play it. Perfect for driving. And we'll try to catch a little bit more peak. So right here we have the Golden Center, where in 2002 David Bowie had played in all the 5 boroughs. It was called New York City Marathon Tour. And this is the place where he played in Queens, here at the Golden Center. So this is the largest performing arts center in all of Queens, right over here. Now, many famous people have actually attended Queens College, from the likes of Jerry Seinfeld, of Seinfeld fame, the famous sitcom, Adrian Brody, who has been in a bunch of films like King Kong as well, and Jon Favreau, who's actually the director of Iron Man 1 and 2. He also appears in all the Spider-Man films. And here we have, oh, there, the facade is very beautiful actually in the front. Queens College, why didn't you let me in? So they actually redid it, because when I attended here back in 2006, it was a lot older, right? Yeah. And my dad remembers it from coming back here. So I actually attended this from 2006 to 2007, when originally I was going to go into civil engineering. And they actually don't have an engineering school here, but I was already studying the first liberal arts credits that you need for any type of degree. And of course we have traffic. No longer are the days of the height of the pandemic when we used to do these car tours that would be traffic free. Hiya vlog, thank you so much for liking. So here we're gonna pass the Long Island Expressway, cuts right through Queens, but this way is gonna be really interesting because we might catch a peek of the skyline. No, actually it's not. Hard, it's a bit hazy today, hard to see. And here we're passing through Kissena Boulevard. So Kissena Boulevard is one of those smaller boulevards because it predates the use of cars. Because it used to be the main thoroughfare for all these towns that were scattered throughout Queens. And they were actually mostly farms back then. To this day, there's only one remaining farm in Queens, and that's actually right behind Queens College, which is not really viewable from the street. Now, what does Kissena mean? Kissena is actually an old Native American term, and it means it is cold. Yeah, because there used to be a lake, and apparently it's cold. So there you go, they didn't get too creative with their names. Gamer, of course, feel free to ask anything. Anthony, I remember about around the corner where you live. Oh, really, Anthony? Beautiful houses. So here we're Spider-Man because we're a similar style of houses. So Kissena Park is actually the middle of Queens. Park, including Cunningham, has flora that predates colonization of New York. So a lot of the trees here you'll find that are indigenous to New York. Ugly Betty used to go to Queens College, right? The character in the show. Oh, beautiful. Transitioning to Flushing, which is the capital of his early history. Made here, lots around gardens in the United States were made here, and we still see that to this day. Hey, hello, Action Kid, welcome. Tom, it reminds you of Middle Village. Oh, cool. Cartier says you should get some bubble tea. Yes, bubble tea is actually something you'll find a lot in this neighborhood. Hello, Picard. Yes, indeed, I can stick out the camera from the rooftop window. Oh, we got a mansion. So these neighborhoods are very mixed. We have newer Chinese immigrants that are actually middle or high income Chinese immigrants. Or you can call them more expats because their intention is not to live here full time. And then you also have lots of Korean Americans living here now. And wow, one of the larger restaurants. So this appears to be a gigantic dim sum restaurant. Look how oh, that's so cool. Really interesting Chinese architecture in the middle of Flushing. And it appears to be, what is that? Association?
Association.
Yeah, it says an association.
New York Korean.
Oh, New York Korean, interesting.
Yeah.
So a lot of here
Chinese.
Chinese restaurants. Cartier says, "Sigh, so many memories." Oh, I'm glad you have so many memories of here. Hope they're good ones. So it's almost entering a different world here. Every time I come into Flushing, all the signs are in different languages. Even the architecture and how dense it is so different from the rest of Queens. Yeah, so here we have a Hindu temple, yeah. Johnny, how long will I be streaming? This is going to be a short stream because it's only 4.4 miles. Hindu temple. Alexander, you're right. This is Rainy Skies from the Urbanist Coffee Break album. Hey, welcome. Hello, Carmen. Nice to see you here. Cortier says, love this. Thank you, Ariel. My pleasure, Cortier. Hello, Riju. Nice to see you here. So a lot more high rises here. As we get more into Flushing, you're gonna see bigger and bigger buildings. And I think in maybe 5 to 10 years, you're gonna start seeing skyscrapers. The city's bound to zone this for high rises because it's already becoming so dense. Joe says the sunroof comes in handy. Indeed it does. Picard, who's driving? Luckily, I am not the helm. Otherwise, that would be very dangerous to live stream. My dad is driving right now. His name is Ariel, just like me. Yes, indeed. He's given himself the title of executive producer many, many months ago. Almost a year ago. A little bit more than a year ago. My dad's name is also my name, Ariel. So I'm Ariel the Second. My dad approves of the music. Here's Cherry Avenue. Don't know too much about Cherry Avenue, but I wonder if they had cherry trees.
Little cherries.
Right? Maybe. Maybe. I mean, New York is not that creative with its name, so I think it's more reasonable to expect they had some cherry trees here. Hello, Perry. Nice to see you here. Thank you so much for becoming a member. Oh, we got a new YouTube member. I think that means that we now have 50. So we just reached 50 members on YouTube. Hey, thank you so much, Perry, for becoming a super urbanist. Everyone give hearts to Perry for becoming a new super urbanist. Veronica says, 2 very good looking men. Thank you so much, Veronica. Is your producer on salary? He's on the commission basis. Commission basis. The commission meaning food after this. Wow, I did not realize how many tall apartment buildings are in this area. Yeah. And huge trees. If anyone knows the trees that we're looking at, do let us know. These are elms? Elms. And we might see maples as well, right here? Yeah. Sycamore, says Oscar. Thank you, Oscar. Sycamores. Yeah. Oh, okay, so the American sycamores are the wider ones.
Wider ones.
Yeah. Miles, this was not my original plan for the live stream, so we're improvising. I hope you enjoy it. Ooh, beautiful, wow. Anthony, you passed the eye doctor you once went to. Now we're transitioning into Main Street. Pollen trees, says Paul. Yep, I can definitely feel it right now. And the cool thing about Flushing is it's in between 2 major airports, so you're gonna see a lot of planes passing overhead. Here we have, ooh, wow, a very old synagogue. I don't know too much about this one. Anyone knows a history about this, do let us know. On top it says, for mine house shall be called a house of prayer for all people. Beautiful. When Aya vlogs, I'm not considered Ariel Jr. Susan. And let's just go a little bit up Northern Boulevard just to show transition to Flushing. Yeah, let's show a little bit more. Yeah. Let's do it. You know what? Let's actually go on the highway that goes across Northern Boulevard, so I can show Flushing Bay. Yeah, Queens. So yeah, exactly. All right, well, we're gonna stick around for about 10 minutes or so. So if you have any questions, feel free to ask. We're gonna show you Flushing Bay, so you can see what made Flushing so thriving. And part of it was the bay, at least historically, not today, of course. Anthony says, Ariel II? Yes, indeed, Anthony, because we come from a very long lineage of royalty, Puerto Rican royalty. But don't tell that to the US government. Wow, it's impressive just being in here. It's becoming quickly a huge metropolis. Miles, was I born in Puerto Rico? Yes. Born in Puerto Rico, raised in New York. Such a busy area, says Nancy. It is. I mean, from my childhood, it was always as busy. The demographics were a bit different back in the early 90s, and this was filled with like Woolworths, for example. But now it's filled with a lot of Chinese and Korean businesses, even huge Chinese supermarkets. And of course, some of the oldest buildings in all of New York, like this church over here, because we're now getting close to Northern Boulevard. My house is in flight pattern, lots of air traffic, says Susan. Oh, really, Susan? Where are you based again? Let me know. Right here. Huh. Anthony, you said the memories I used to take the train over here to meet your wife when she worked right around there. Oh, that's so cool. Hello, Manny Explorers. And here we got one of the newer high-rises here. And there's one high-rise, I'm not sure which one exactly, but it has now a rooftop bar. So you can see all the views of Queens from up above. Joe says you couldn't use a sunroof a few weeks ago because of all the pollen. Indeed, indeed. Hey, CFOT from New York City Walking Show. Oh, we have a lot of live streamers tuning in today. So right in front of us, right behind this truck. Yeah. So they're planning to construct something? Yeah. It's a mall, okay. So my
For years already.
my dad's saying that right behind this truck, I'll point it out once it passes, is a historic Loews Theater. As well, was one of the main Wonder Theaters built by Lamb, who was one of the famous architects. But they've been trying to make it into a huge mall, and now it seems like they're finally making progress on this. But hopefully the old theater is not lost completely. It's lost? Yeah. Beyond repair. So old theater will not be saved. Okay, so now we're gonna get, for our final leg of this journey, we're gonna see a little bit of the Flushing Bay. Yeah, we're gonna see a little bit of the Flushing Bay right over here. All right. This is a little bit harder to show via walking, so this is gonna be interesting. Wendy says it's a shame. Yeah, it is a shame that they're destroying that old theater. I wish they could have reused the theater space and built the mall inside. That could have been an amazing lobby, for example. Paul says malls are a dying breed. Indeed they are.
Right. I think that the original idea was a mall. I don't know if it's going to stand out.
Right. So my dad's saying he doesn't know whether.
I don't think it's going to be a mall.
Yeah. So he doesn't think it's gonna be a mall. Let us know if anyone knows exactly what did they settle on constructing there. Oh, this looks very old. I wonder what year this was built. This little strip mall here. And now we're gonna see amazing views of Flushing. So you can see that Flushing is already getting a skyline. And there's plans to build a ferry stop here in Flushing Bay. So you might soon be able to take the ferry here all the way down to Wall Street, which is going to be really interesting for tourism. It's going to make it very easy to transport. And there in the distance we see the New York City skyline, but it's so hazy today. And Alexander says, please give your dad a microphone. Yeah, let's go through here. The ferry's an interesting idea. What happened? All right, let's finish off at the airport. There we go. Okay, well now we're starting to see the airport. So here we're starting to see the New York City's LaGuardia Airport, one of the two airports. And we're here, we're gonna see Citi Field. Citi Field used to be Shea Stadium. This is a new structure. Home of the Mets. Highly recommend watching a game here. It's actually a really nice stadium. Even if you're not into baseball, it's actually a really nice stadium to just visit. Right behind it, we have the stadium of the US Open for tennis. And we got Flushing Meadow Park. Is this LaGuardia? Yeah, this is LGA we're gonna see soon. Joe is on Team Share on FB. Yachts over here, so it seems like it's a marina. Okay, bad view. Yeah. Hard to see with all the trees. Manolito, ¿la guardia fue demodelado hace poco? Sí, hace poco se demodeló bastante. Una de las demoliciones más caros en toda la historia de Nueva York en términos de aeropuertos. So yes, it's been recently remodeled, one of the biggest projects in the history of New York City airports, which we're going to see it passing through. And here you get to see the larger houses. Oh, well, lots of wind. Here are the larger houses on the side of the highway. Steve says a bit of trivia. The New York Jets got their name because Shea Stadium was on LaGuardia's flight path. Prior to Shea's opening in 1964, the Jets were the New York Titans. Oh, thank you so much, Steve. The Jets. Nice to see an impromptu last-minute live stream. Well, I always go live 1 p.m. on Wednesdays, but my original plan was to do Queens College. Well, it was actually fully shut down with NYPD patrolling the area, so I couldn't get in. But here's LaGuardia. Hola, Vanessa de Argentina, bienvenidos. Para todos los argentinos, todos los latinoamericanos. Hace cualquier pregunta que quieres. Harry, why was it shut down? I think it's because of the pandemic. That might be the reason. I'm not 100% sure. It used to be an open campus like Columbia or City College. Kay says, hop on the flight. Yeah. Right there, we see in the distance New York City skyline. All right, everyone. If you have any last remaining questions, feel free to ask. Stay tuned every Wednesdays and Saturdays at 1 p.m. Thank you so much for seeing this impromptu broadcast. Oh yes, Williamsburg. So, who's driving, Michael? So one more time, give a round of hearts to my dad.
Thank you for watching. Thank you. Next time it's gonna be me.
He wants to take over the stream next time. That is Ariel at the helm, same name as me. He's my dad, aka the executive producer. Everyone, see you Saturday. Oh, see you Friday at 2 p.m. We're going to do a special broadcast with Mrs. Q. So that was a perspective of Kissena Boulevard. Hopefully I can maybe one day show Queens College in the future. It's really cool architecture. Keep being awesome and always keep on exploring. Have a great day, everyone. Bye-bye.